Hi, this is Greg at Best Choice Trailers. Today we're going to take a walk around the Lamar F8 Series Deckover. This particular unit's a pretty common deckover for us. It's a 14,000 pound rated as shown. Also available with an 8,000 pound axle or a triple 7,000 pound axle upgrade. So we're going to take you around the trailer, show you some of the different features. Just so you know, internally we call this the GF8, meaning it's the F8 Series trailer with a gooseneck. And this would also be what we call the deluxe, as we stock it two ways. One would be with the front toolbox and a spare tire in the neck. That's the deluxe. And then we have more of what I would call it a Econo gooseneck deckover that's got a front chain tray with no spare tire. So again, take you around this trailer. This one does have the charcoal powder coat upgrade. Also has the full width rhino ramps, as they call them. And then up front, you can see the 2-speed gearbox on the jack. That is also an upgrade on these. Trailer like this empty is going to weigh in at about 4,800, giving a net legal payload of about 92 plus your tongue weight. Tongue weight on a trailer like this is going to be about 22% or 3,000 pounds, giving a total legal payload of close to 12,000 pounds if you've got the proper truck and if you've got your weight distributed equally. So let's take a look at the trailer, show you the features. So up front, again, we said this is a deluxe model because it's got the full width box. All of them come with the dual jacks, and then on this we upgraded to the 2-speed gearbox. I-beam neck is standard. You'll notice it's also got the pinstriping. If you've never had a gooseneck, basically you got a spring-loaded handle, you got 2 set bolts. This trailer here has standard the Arctic cold weather harness. That's something you don't typically see, at least at this point. Probably down the road it'll be standard, more common, but something Lamar's started putting on standard. Of course, your safety chains in the neck. Again, that is a I-beam neck. The horizontal is a 10-inch beam, vertical is going to be a 12-inch beam. For a trailer this size and weight rating and price point, that's better than what we would normally see. A lot of times we'll see a 8-inch channel neck or smaller I-beam. Also, one thing that we like would be the neck gussets from the horizontal to the vertical and from the vertical to the side rail. Gives a lot of strength and stiffening to the trailer. Sometimes on your cheaper trailers or trailers at this price point, you'll just get 1 or 2 pieces of channel at the back of the neck. They give you the channel for the reinforcement, and then they also give you the gussets as well. Of course, they've got the handle to help step up, and then you've got side steps on both sides. Bullet LED lights are now standard. Again, the charcoal powder coat is currently a no-cost option. Generally, we do this with black wagon wheels. Just gives it a nice look. This one here looks like it's equipped with the silver mods. So they also do an under neck bridge up front as well on the trailer. And then the full width toolbox, of course, is nice. It's got the grease zerts on the back of the lid. It's lockable. It's got your keys in the box. Gives you a nice dry place. Again, there is a mount for a spare tire in the neck, and of course, this being a deluxe, a spare tire will come standard. It's also got the rub rail stake pockets and then your center chain spool or pipe spool. It's got a lot of tie down locations. This trailer also has a channel side rail. Some of the price point trailers, some of the price point goosenecks in the industry are going to use an angle iron or even flat stock side rail. Okay, this particular unit also, as mentioned, got the I-beam frame, not a channel frame. 16 on center. Structural channel floor cross members are standard. I mentioned structural channel because in the industry we are seeing a lot more fabricated channel cross members come through. This is the old school structural channel. Dexter brand axles. This has 7,000 pound Dexters with the new never adjust or forward adjusting brakes. Also has the easy lube hubs. You can simply remove the black cap and grease your own bearings. Also has a 10-ply radial tire. It's a 235/80 R16 load range E. Lamar uses a slipper spring suspension. It's also got a grease zert on the suspension. Some would call that a wet bolt kit in charge. These guys are doing it currently standard. So again, this has the optional full width ramps, or what they refer to as rhino ramps. These ramps give you full width loading, but then they also fold over flat to make a flat deck. This trailer here, by the way, is 19 on the flat, 5 on the beaver, giving you a total of 24 foot of flat. So again, these have several extra springs we'll show you in a second, but again, if folded down, they fold the Beavertail completely flat. So normally you'd have one spring per ramp. On these they're throwing 3 on, because again, they do add some extra weight. Of course, all sealed beam LED lights. They're putting a few extra lights on. You're only required 1 stop turn tail. They're putting an extra one on, and then also an extra marker light to the side. So these have 3 benefits. 1, it folds over flat and basically does what the old pop-up Beavertails used to do. 2, it gives you full width loading ramps. So you've got basically the equivalent of a triple ramp for loading tricycle type tractors and the like. But then these are also a stand-up ramp, which gives you the benefit of using the entire 24-foot deck, where a lot of your flip over ramps in the past, you're only going to get 19 foot of usable. So on this, again, it's a 24-footer. You've got 24 foot of usable space by simply flipping the ramp up. A couple other details on the Lamar. This is an I-beam frame the whole way through. Some of your manufacturers are going to do an I-beam mainframe, and then the Beavertail's made out of fabricated steel. You'll notice this is I-beam throughout, and then they also put a gusset plate on the Beavertail, which is not always there. Okay, going back to the back of the trailer, they use a 3x8 box tube rear bumper. I point that out because many in the industry use a channel or fabricated, even seen some angle iron bumpers. This is boxed out, does a few things. Gives strength whenever you're loading to the tail and the ramps. Generally speaking, your ramps are only as strong as what they're going to push off a box tube. Gives you a lot more torsional stability than would an open-faced formed or channel. So again, a box tube bumper we like. It's got the self-cleaning Beavertail as well. Trailer is powder coated. Gets blasted and then powdered. It is available with stand-up ramps. You can get a straight deck. You can get the regular 2 flip-over ramps, or roughly what I would refer to as like quarter ramps, or you can get the full-width Rhino ramps. We stock this in a few different ways. Most common would be a 22 and 24 foot length. Generally a 22 with stand-ups, 24 with flip-overs or full-width ramps. Then occasionally we'll do a triple axle 28 to 30 foot. By the way, 24 is the longest this model is offered in a tandem 7,000 pound axle. If you have any questions on this or any of our other trailers, give us a ring at 717-220-4220 or visit us on the web at bestchoicetrailers.com. Thanks for looking.